What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Bullshot Darts. So this weekend, I'm going to my first CDC event as a tour card holder, and I'm super excited, really looking forward to it. And my darts have been better than they've ever been. I'm throwing the best darts of my life right now. So I just kind of want to go over things that I've been doing and, mindset, practice routine, mechanics, all this stuff to get in the position that I'm at now that are bringing out the best of my darts. So I know the name of my video is how to win a pro darts tournament. I'm not saying I'm going to go into Tampa and win anything, but with the way I've been throwing, I definitely feel like I'm capable of, making some upsets and possibly winning an event. But we'll see. It all depends if I can transfer these darts from Illinois down to Florida. But anyway, so I just want to go over the things that I've been doing to get my darts to where they're at. But first, if you're new, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Drop this video a thumbs up and also follow Bullshot Darts on Facebook and Instagram. So I won my tour card 2 days before the world shut down last year, and I've talked about this many times. So I haven't been able to use my tour card. So I'm just so excited that I get to finally use it in an in-person event down in Florida. I couldn't have asked for a better time for my darts to get really hot than right now because, I have Tampa this weekend. The weekend after that, I have a doubleheader in Chicago. And then the weekend after that is down in Nashville. So I'm going to keep everything I tell you guys in this video is what I'm doing to, stay hot for these tournaments and work through it and, hopefully do my best and maybe win a little something. So the first thing I want to talk about is just my mindset. So sometimes in the past, I could get the mindset of putting pressure on myself to win. I know I'm a good darts player, but sometimes I feel like I need to prove that. I'm going into this tournament. I'm not thinking about, having fun at the tournament. I'm not thinking about necessarily winning the tournament even. I just kind of have this mindset I need to prove that I'm good enough to even, be in this tournament and show that, that I can win tournaments and stuff like that. And that is a terrible mindset to have. So what I've been doing lately is just taking all the pressure off myself and just focusing on having fun. When the world started opening back up and I was able to get out and throw more darts again, I've talked about this in a previous video, but my mindset was just weird. I don't even know how to explain it. My darts were so bad and, I just didn't know what to do. I was throwing in the 60s a lot and, the 60s is just not good for me. I should be throwing high 70s, 80s. I've been into the 90s quite a bit lately. But I just had a really weird mindset. And I think it's because, we're coming back and all this stuff. I haven't thrown competitive darts in a very long time. So my darts showed that I was definitely struggling. And I had this mindset of okay, I haven't thrown darts in a long time. And, I need to show that I can still throw darts and all this stuff. And I think that was a big part of it because the first big tournament I had, I threw terrible. Somehow I managed to take second place, but that's not a product of my darts being good. That was a product of, my opponents giving me opportunities and I was just able to take advantage of them. But my darts were by no means good. And then after that, I realized I need to make a change because I can't keep having this mindset with these tournaments and stuff. So between that tournament and the next one, I just really stopped taking pressure off myself. I stopped thinking about the tournaments. I stopped thinking about the points that you get in the tournaments. I stopped thinking about the money. I stopped thinking about all that stuff. And now when I go and play darts, I just want to have fun. So that relaxes me a lot, and it takes that stupid pressure off yourself that shouldn't even be there in the first place, and then just allows you to throw your game. Because when you put too much pressure on yourself, when you start missing darts, it can start feeling like the end of the world, and you can't have that. If you have a bad round, you need to just be able to tell yourself, couple bad darts, I'll come back strong in the next throw. So yeah. Just been having a lot more fun lately, and that alone has helped so much. So definitely you need to go into these tournaments with the mindset of just have fun. So when I go into Tampa, yes, would it be nice to win stuff? Yes, but I'm not thinking about that. All I'm thinking about is hey, I get to go to Tampa and throw darts with some of the best dart players in the country, and I'm in Tampa having fun. That's all I'm thinking about. So take that pressure off yourself before you go into tournaments. I know it can be easy to put the pressure, especially the closer the tournament gets, especially when you get to the tournament and you see everybody, but just keep that positive mindset of having fun. Next, I'm just going to kind of talk about my mechanics and stuff like that. Kind of what I said about the first thing. You know, I just was overthinking way too many things because I haven't thrown competitive darts in a while. So I was thinking a lot about my stance. I was thinking about my grip. I was thinking about my follow through. I was thinking about my body position. I was thinking, where am I keeping this hand when I'm holding my darts when I'm throwing? Had all this stuff going through my head, and all that just takes up mind space of that positive mindset that you should be having. So I've talked about this before in a couple other videos, but my grip is kind of always changing. So I have a very kind of like basic grip that I have, but I'll modify small things here or there because sometimes I can start getting really bad, and all I do is maybe I move it a millimeter down my index finger, and that just feels more comfortable, and I throw good like that. Then maybe one day that doesn't feel comfortable, and I just make minor adjustments until I start feeling good. So the grip that I have right now, the best way to describe it is just natural. It's just comfortable. I don't even think about it. When I grab my dart, I don't think about anything. I just pick it up, bring it up, and that's where I am ready to throw. And that's the same with all of my other mechanics. So where I'm standing on the line, my upper body, my lean, my head, you know, all this stuff, I just stopped thinking about that. When I approach, can I get my camera? Yeah. When I approach the line, I'm not thinking about where's my foot. I'm not thinking about my grip or anything. I just get up to the board and I'm ready to have fun. I get up, hands up, and just throw my darts. And that was a 1, but it feels comfortable. And you may not be hitting all your targets, but if you feel comfortable, eventually the darts will fall. So we always talk about there's no necessarily right way to throw darts. It's all about what's comfortable. If you're comfortable with your non-dominant hand forward and throwing across your body, then that's what's comfortable for you. That's what you should practice. Because if something feels uncomfortable, you're never going to have that natural feel to your throw. And that's what's most important, is for your throw to feel natural. So, you know, I just naturally stand up to the line and just throw my darts. I feel comfortable and I'm not even thinking about it. So that, my mechanics combined with the positive mindset of having fun, that is basically what's gotten me to where I am right now. Because all throughout lockdown, I had, you know, kind of a poor mindset. Like, there's no tournaments to look forward to. Just practicing was hard. Throwing at home all the time, it was just weird. So between that positive mindset and the mechanics, that's what's really, you know, boosted me up a little bit. Or I shouldn't say a little bit, a lot of it, because I'm throwing the best darts I've ever thrown right now. So the last thing I'm going to talk about here is just kind of what I've been doing for practice. So a lot of practice during lockdown, and, you know, even a little bit after that, was just a lot of power scoring and outs. So I was throwing a lot of that triple 20, trying to get them 180s, and then practicing my outs. So, you know, at these tournaments, I was getting really good at hitting 180s and taking out outs. But a lot of the stuff in between is where I was having some struggles, and it was bringing my game down. So, you know, setup shots to get to my out, you know, I struggle on those. The scoring in between, you know, your first round or two and the out. So my consistency wasn't really there because I was basically just practicing that triple 20 to get my 180s and my outs. Now, did I get good at those things? Yes. One of my last tournaments, there was only 7 ton-plus finishes, and 4 of them were mine. So I had more than half of the only ton-plus finishes that there were, and I think I had the most 180s. I don't remember, but my last tournament, I had 8 180s in between 4 matches. So those things were really good, but it was all this stuff in between that I was kind of struggling with. So now what I've been focusing on a lot more is I will still use my power scoring and outs just to get my body and warm-ups in, but I've been throwing a lot more 0-1 because you are a product of what you practice. When I was practicing 180s, I was getting a lot of 180s. When I practiced big outs, I was hitting my big outs. But like I said, it was all that stuff in between, and the only way you can practice that in between stuff is by playing the games. So I've been playing a lot of 01. A lot of it is just in my head. You know, I'll give myself 501 in my head and just throw and count it down. So I'm not playing against an opponent. I'm just playing against myself, trying to throw my best darts, which at the end of the day, that's all that matters is your own darts. Yes, you're playing against someone, but if you throw good darts and you throw better darts, you're gonna win. You know, nothing that you do is a reaction off of them. You know, basketball, football, baseball, you're reacting to the other team. In darts, it's like bowling. You play your game and just hope that it's better than your opponent. So, with that being said, I do a lot of 501 just inside of my head, but I also have playing the Dart Connect a lot more. I've struggled playing the Dart Connect because if I start a best of, I'm going to make these my last darts. I'm not even standing at the line. If you're playing a best of 5, or I'm sorry, when I would play like a best of 5 against the Dart Connect, you know, I would have some good rounds, but the second I would have a couple bad rounds, I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to play anymore. So I've completely eliminated that mindset because, like I said, that's probably why I struggled a lot in the middle of matches, because whenever I would start to struggle in my practice sessions in the middle of my match, I would just stop playing. Sorry guys, I'm sweating. It's really hot in here. Hopefully you guys can't see the sweat dripping down my face. Good thing I'm wearing black. So now, even if I'm having a bad game against the computer, I play through it because that gives me my mental toughness and the stamina that I need to compete in these longer tournaments. So I still do all the other practice things that I've been doing. I've just been adding these other practice things to my game. Because another thing too, when you play 501, you're still working on your scoring. You're still working on your outs. Okay, it's just not the sole focus of my practice session. So we're playing a lot more 01 at home. And, you know, like yesterday I went out with Randy Van Dersen, a friend of mine, darts, huge darts legend, and we shot darts for 4 hours yesterday. Just playing games. So it's stuff like that that's going to fill in all those gaps of your practice session, because you practice specific things, but in order to get the most out of your game, you have to play the actual game. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I hope I'm making sense here, but anyway, guys, so that's the things that I've been doing to bring out the best of my darts game. So try incorporating these things into your darts game, especially when you have a big tournament coming up. Don't make the mistakes that I used to make that would make me choke at these tournaments. Follow these, you know, things that I talked about, the positive mindset, the natural flow of your game, and like this kind of the stuff that you're focusing on in practice. And your tournament game is going to improve. You're going to start winning more tournaments, and who knows, maybe you end up with your tour card and you win a pro darts tournament. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please drop this video a thumbs up. If you guys want to keep up with my darts down in Tampa, make sure you follow me on Dart Connect, Nick Jortson. You guys can follow me on there, get the fan alerts, and see the games I'm playing. I'm hoping I can really get on that stream, especially now with the PDC partnering with the PDC TV partnering with the CDC. Our semifinals and finals are going to be aired on PDC TV. So that's just that much more motivating to try to get it to that level. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button, drop the video a thumbs up, click one of these videos that popped up over here somewhere. I will see you guys in the next one, and shoot well.